Countries, including Brazil, but also Sweden and other African countries, have decided not to put their population on lockdown and have chosen instead another strategy in the face of COVID-19, which is herd immunity. The idea behind herd immunity is to wait for 2/3 of a population to get infected by a virus, to then be able for those people to develop the antibodies and be immune to the virus. The idea is to then wait and hope for the epidemic to fizzle out on its own, because the virus will not be able to find enough hosts to infect to be able to spread actively within a population. Now, Jair Bolsonaro, the president of Brazil, is being criticized for adopting this strategy. He's saying he's doing so for economic reasons. He's saying the economic consequences of a lockdown could be even more important than COVID-19 itself. And just to give you an example of his mindset, yesterday he said, I'm sorry, some people will die. That's life. So that's pretty much him admitting to the fact that he's choosing the economy over people. Now, even though it's very difficult right now to say which strategy is the right one when it comes to coping with COVID-19, as many countries around the world are still struggling, many countries, even in Europe, are struggling with this outbreak, some scientists are saying that this herd strategy could actually be a disaster and lead to a very large amount of deaths. According to a study that was made by the Imperial College in London, it said that if the UK had done nothing and had not imposed a lockdown, there could have been as many as 500,000 deaths. Now, when you compare to other countries who have decided not to put their population on lockdown and who have done a good job at mitigating the outbreak, like South Korea, for instance, they actually had the means to protect their population with masks. They also had many testing kits, and they had a very robust medical system, which is not the case in a lot of these developing countries who are choosing herd immunity. Now, in the context of COVID-19 in particular, another problem is the fact that we don't have a vaccine, as you all know, but also that scientists can't say for sure if a patient can contract the virus twice in a row, so if people are immune to it in the long term, which is a huge problem because this is the hypothesis on which this entire herd immunity strategy is based.